Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Despite my best effort to keep Thud here hydrated, he's not shedding in the best manner. So I've occupied the front end. Come on, I know you don't want to come out of your cage. And I'm going to... Being a water cobra, this is the worst thing in his opinion that I can do to him. So I am going to let him eat his dinner underwater, and then maybe he'll soak a bit. And that shedding will come off. So we'll let him do his thing. It's nice that he has his head underwater, because of course that's what we'd like to have shed out. A snack in a bath. So we'll let him do that for a little while.
And we have somebody watching with great interest.
Boy, that was a nice sausage, huh there, dude? That
Big
was
one.
That was a major one, huh? You'd really like to get a hold of Thud, wouldn't you? We went and watered other inhabitants of the lair, and let Mr. Thud here soak a bit and eat his mouse. Hello, how you doing, bud? Oh, we've got some head shavings, huh? What are you doing? You got your head plate off, huh? You got your head plate off. You want some assistance, or do you want to do this yourself? Huh? Like I said in a previous video, that the adult male water cobras are generally pretty easygoing, and Thud's pretty easygoing. Can you piss him off and push the wrong button? Oh, absolutely. He certainly doesn't like to be helped shed out, but if you offer him something to eat, he quickly forgets. You know, he's not like those young whippersnappers and stuff. Hey, bud. Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, I don't have anything to eat. Huh? Do you want to go back into your, a little bit of a hood? You want to go back into your cage? Can we help you shed? Huh? Can we help you shed? Come on, dude. Come on. Come on, just pretend I'm not there. go. That's how it's supposed to work. Huh? Now, Lori and I were laughing earlier because Elvis saw me put him in the tub here, and Elvis was like, "Oh man, look at the size of that sausage." Oh boy, you have a chance to explore. Well, no, I don't quite think that's exactly what we plan to do with you. But as long as you think that that's what's going to happen, I'll just play along with it. Hmm? Now, just like Elvis, I don't want that head next to my leg unrestrained. But the Thud is completely nicely shed now with no stress, no fanfare to anyone involved. Plus, he got a bonus mouse in the process, so all is good in Thud's kingdom. There's many snakes faster than a frightened water cobra, as I just discovered. I disturbed their hide. There's 3 of them in here, and I wanted to turn it around so the opening was towards the front, so I could drop in and see them and give them something to eat, because they are very shy little animals. Come on. There's one right on the inside of the cage door that looks like it's interested. These were in a bin, and oh, now that he wants it, you want it. Is that the deal here? Huh? I put them in here because they needed more space, and they're explosively difficult to work with in the bins, but they're equally as explosive in here when they get frightened. That male in particular that was just at the door is quite feisty. He's I don't know if you can see him, but he's quite aggro. Aren't you, huh?
Behaving very much like a typical cobra.
Yeah, I mean, normally, you know, water cobras, generally when they get larger, they're pretty laid back. Take, for instance, Thud, and he's just an example of several adult male water cobras that I've had. And he's just a big pussycat. You know, if you really were daring, you could pretty much free handle him if there was no food present, and he'd be okay with that. However, these teenagers are at the, what I would call the asshole stage of the development of an adult. They're nothing but aggro and bravado and male bravado, and you know, he's just more interested in showing who's tough rather than the 2 females who are eating. Hey dude, come on, have something to eat. Ah. No, I'm going to be an asshole and I'm going to bite everything that comes near me. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to poke you with that. Oh. I know. You're just such a toughie. You are just such a toughie. Now, of course, this hide has its own issues, and I'm going to fix that. I'm going to drill 2 holes in it, put a zip tie in it. This way I can pick it up, because picking it up from the edge just enrages this poor little guy. You sure you don't want this, huh? Well, I'm sure the girls are going to eat it. Alright, I'm just going to leave that right there like that until I fix the hide. Okay, so I got my drill. I have something which I'll show you. This is called a step bit. You know, you see at shows and stuff, well, it's not on this one, but people take some sort of hot poker and burn holes in tubs. I mean, that releases toxic gas. It doesn't necessarily make a pretty hole, and we all like pretty holes, right? So this is called a step bit. This makes very nice, precise holes of varying sizes in one bit. So each one of these little steps are different size holes that you can make. So what we'll do is that was basically 2 clicks, 1, 2, and a little bit to clean it up. And then we have nice, precise little holes. I'm sure they're not going to like my scent on this, but life is rough and you have to sort of get used to it. So we put the zip tie in one hole, and we thread it out theoretically through the other hole. There we go. Then we make a little loop, and what I'll do is my nice viperkeeper knife, Midwest Tongs, makes these. They're awesome knives. Believe me, I've perforated my finger on these serrations. They're very sharp. Very nice little tool that I keep in my belt, my pant pocket with the clip. I'm trying not to cut myself, of course. There we go. I close it up. It's a lock knife. That clip goes right in my pocket, where it's very handy. So now that this is done, we can take and place this back in an appropriate place. Where's the pointy end, huh? I'm gonna tickle your belly. You big bad water cobra, huh? Come on. See how nice and easy they are to handle now? Not the cobra, they're never easy to handle. But you can pick it up, move it about. Oh, there's another one. You want something else to eat? I gotta be careful of one above me. Want another thing to eat? No, you want to go hide. These guys are very, very shy. Now, so I don't butt hurt it and catch it in the doorway, I'll be very careful when I close it. He's very huffy and puffy. Oh, you're obstructing my progress here there, dude. Oh, there we go. So that's how you make very lovely, precise holes in plastics with no real sharp edges that you can catch your finger on, and no toxic gases produced, and you zip tie the hide so it's easy to move about as needed. These are really nice examples of holes that Mrs. Viperkeeper and I made in the lids of these tubs. This one contains the young female Papuan taipan, and this one is extra secure than most tubs. It has many latches. It actually has a rubber seal in the inside, so it's really airtight and watertight, unlike other tubs. So we had to put some holes in it, and you can see how brilliantly the step bit puts holes in the lid. Much better than a regular drill bit, because a regular drill bit, when you press, it has a tendency to crack the plastic where the step bit does not, and you can control the size of the holes precisely. So I just wanted to show you that so you get the idea. Well, these guys are out and about. They're very shy. These are Congo water cobras. But I know what they're looking for. They're looking for food. Hi, what are you doing? Well, you're gonna go hide because you don't detect any fish, but I'm gonna fix that. Meanwhile, this guy is trying to chew my forehead. He's very hungry. He hasn't eaten in like 3 or 4 months, maybe even longer, and just came on to feed over the weekend, and I gave him a big chick and I gave him a mouse, but that doesn't seem to have satisfied him, so I will give him something to eat. Ooh, this is a bit of a breakthrough. I'm feeding the Congo water cobras, which have been resistant to eating rodents up until this point. My friend Eric or somebody told me of a trick where you throw thawed rodents in with fish, and the patternless female just accidentally grabbed one of the rodents and ate it. And as you can see there, she's a pretty much fail as far as well, it's good Mr. Fish bounced back in the water. She's pretty much fail as a fishing snake, so maybe grabbing rodents, like she just grabbed the second one by accident, is more her speed. So that's a very pleasing and fortunate development, because for quite some time I was trying to force feed them, and it seems that rat pinks are okay as far as the female water cobra, because she's grabbed the 2 that I put in there by accident and has sucked them down. So I'm going to add a couple more.